are discussing on the neuroglia which are found within the nerve tissue. Remember, we are discussing on our subtopic, which is the nervous coordination. And within the nervous coordination that is found in mammal, we have a nerve tissue. And within the nerve tissue, it is made up by two things, that is the neurons together with the neuroglia. So we are saying that this neuroglia, which is found within the nerve tissue, are used or also serve as supporting cells that provide electrical insulation and remove debris. Kwa any unnecessary information that ambazo hazitakiwi kufika kwenye brain, this neuroglia ziko responsible kwa ajili ya kuondoa hizo zote taarifa ambazo hazihitajiki kufika moja kwa moja kwenye brain. So ndio maana tunasema this neuroglia, they act as supporting cell for the conduction of the impulse. Pale ambapo impulses zinakuwa zinapita kwenye neuron, hii tunayoita the neuroglia ina provide insulation, electrical insulation, so that it can speed up the rate of the impulse to enter through the brain, so that it can be interpreted very easily and to provide the appropriate response to any kind of changes that is been occurring onto the environment or inside the body environment. So now we are saying that the cells of the neuroglia produce myelin sheath that increases the speed of impulse along the axon of the neuronal fibers and offers protection for the axon. So within the neuron is where now there is a part which is called the axon. Remember, when we are talking about the neuron, tunasema kwamba neuron inakuwa na mainly three parts. The first part is the dendrites, the second part it is the axon, the third part it is the dendron. So within the axon is where now the myelin sheath are located. So tunasema kwamba ile myelin sheath imeact as a coat, inafunika ile axon. So the tendency of covering the axon, it helps to speed up the rate of transmission of the impulse from the region, from the injured region, or from the region where there is a presence of the stimulus to the region where it can be interpreted very fast and very easy. That's why here we have said that the neuroglia provide the myelin sheath. So the myelin sheath which is found within the neuron, it is aided by the neuroglia. So hii neuroglia ndio ambayo iko pale kwa ajili ya kuspeed up the rate of transmission of the impulse from one area to the next region, that is from the affected area to the central nervous system, that is into the brain and the spinal cord for further interpretation and thereafter to bring a appropriate response. And also, my students, within the neuroglia, we have got a lot of types that are found within the neuroglia. So we have to know what are those types which are found within the neuroglia. So here, now you can see we have type C of the neuroglia. Almost see we have 6 types of the neuroglia, 4 of which are found within the central nervous system, and the 2 are found within the peripheral nervous system. That is the third thing that you have to know. My students, when you are good enough in following zile nectar question, utaona hili ni swali lililotoka kwenye nectar question. Kwa maana kwamba explain the types which are found within the neuroglia and provide their function in each type. Ni swali kabisa limejitosheleza. So you have unatakiwa uelewe kwanza. Unajua ukielewa ndipo ambapo unaweza ukakielezea kitu kwa uhuru zaidi. So here within the neuroglia, remember neuroglia, it is found within the nervous tissue. So we are saying that the neuroglia, we have almost 6 types of the neuroglia, but 4 of which are found within the central nervous system. Kwa ina maana kwamba aina 4 za hizi neuroglia zinapatikana ndani ya central nervous system. Tukisema central nervous system, meaning that including the brain together with the spinal cord. But 2 of which zinapatikana kwenye peripheral nervous system, that is from the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. Ndipo ambapo unakutana na hizi two types of the nervous system. So now we have to know what are those now. So tunasema kwamba the neuroglia found in the central nervous system, zile neuroglia zote ambazo zinapatikana ndani ya central nervous system, ya kwanza kabisa inaitwa astrocyte cell, inaitwa astrocyte cells. So we're going later to discuss what is this astrocyte and the function of it. And also we have microglia cell. We have microglia cell. Apart from microglia cell, we have epidermal cells. And lastly, we have the oligodendrocytes. Oligodendrocyte, it is found within the central nervous system. Kwa hiyo hapa sasa tunazo hizi types almost zipo 4 zinazopatikana ndani ya central nervous system. Lakini tukasema ziko types 2 ambazo zinapatikana ndani ya peripheral nervous system. Tukisema peripheral nervous system here including all of the nerves fiber, including the spinal nerves and cranial nerves. So here, as usual, as I have said, we have 2 types, that is satellite cells, and also we have the Schwann cells. So all of this we can see on the figure 4.1 at A to F. All of those, they are types of the neuroglia. So now you can see this one is astrocyte, B is the microglia, C is epidermal cells, oligocytes, and here we have D, this one. D is the epidermal cells. We have we have E, that is Schwann cell, E upper E. Lakini finally we have satellite cell. This one is the satellite cell. But we have to know one after another and their function in the coordination or in conduction of the nerves impulse. Inakuwa inafanya kazi gani? We have to know. So I have said that the collection of the glia cells reside within the cells of the interstitial tract, beginning in the esophagus and extending down to the anus are known as enteric glia. So ukija ukiangalia zile glia zote, that is a neuroglia, zinazoanza kwenye ile esophagus, that is kuanzia kwenye mouth, zinazo spread out throughout the body of an organism mpaka kwenye structure ya anus, zile zote au zile glia zote tunaziita enteric glia. Underline the word enteric glia. And also we are saying that the 6 types of neuroglia are explained below. So we are starting looking on the types of this neuroglia. So the first type here, my student, it is called the microglia. It is called the microglia. So we have to know what is this now and how does it function on the conduction of the nerves impulse. So now we are saying that these are microglia cells. These are the smallest neuroglia cells ambayo tunaweza tukaiona kwenye diagram 4.1a. So hii ambayo tunaita microglia, they are very small neuroglia cells. Zinakuwa ni ndogo ndogo sana. As you can see in this diagram, that is 4.1a, this one is the diagram which expresses the microglia. So you can be asked even to draw the structure of the microglia. And this one is the structure of the microglia. As you can see, this one, it is very smallest neuroglia cell. So we have to know why the function of this now. Here we are saying that they are macrophage cells that make up the primary immune system for the central nervous system. They are macrophage cells, meaning that any doublets that can enter through the central nervous system, this microglia can feed on it, can kill on it. Kwa kama patakuwa na any kind of virus, any kind of bacteria, hizi microglia cells that act as microphage. Tukisema microphage kwa maana kwamba inaenda ku-engulf all of those, either bacteria, either dust or debris, any kind of waste material that can enter through the central nervous system. This microglia can go through that and engulf, kwa maana kwamba ina kill any kind of bacteria that can possibly enter into the central nervous system, including the brain and the spinal cord. So now we can say that these phagocytic cells help to remove bacteria and the waste, so that it helps in the cleaning neural debris. So now you can see this neuroglia ambayo tunaita microglia cell yenyewe iko responsible kwa ajili ya kuua any kind of bacteria au uchafu wowote ambao unataka kuingia ndani ya central nervous system, that is ikiingia ndani ya brain. Kabla hujaingia, kuna hii ambayo tunaita microglia ina engulf, ina kill all of the waste and all of the bacteria or virus that can enter through the central nervous system, so that they can distract. So this microglia will fight upon it, thereafter will kill, and thereafter the transmission of the impulse can go smoothly. So my student, that is microglia. That one is the first type of the neuroglia. And remember, this microglia, it is found within the central nervous system, mainly within the nerves, together with, within the brain and within the spinal cord. So my student, by saying so, in the next session is where now we are going to clarify more, to explain more types, or those 5 types of neuroglia which are found either within the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So by saying so, and this marks the end of our today's session. Thank you for following us, Educare TZ. Bye bye. Have a nice moment.